A father's crown. Jalen sat on the edge of his son's bed, running his fingers through his short, curly, black hair. 5-year-old Kasim looked up at him with big, bright eyes, waiting for their nightly ritual. "Daddy, tell me the story about the king again," Kasim said, as he pulled his covers up to his chin. Jalen smiled. "All right, but this is an important one." He cleared his throat and began. "There was once a king named Jabor. He was strong and wise. But he didn't wear a crown made of gold, his crown was his family. His job was to protect them, teach them, and lead them to walk in the ways of God. He knew that the world outside his castle had dangers, distractions, and people who hated living a good life before God. But the king stood tall because he knew who guided him." With widened eyes, Kasim listened closely and asked, "Who guided him, Daddy?" Jalen tapped Kasim's little chest. "God did. The king prayed every morning before he fought his battles. He made sure his son knew the power of faith, respect, and hard work. And no matter what, he never let the world tell him who he was. Because God had already given him a purpose." Kasim grinned. "Just like you, Daddy." Jalen chuckled, feeling a lump in his throat. "Yeah, just like me. And one day, just like you." Kasim nodded, proud. "I want to be a king too." Jalen kissed his son's forehead. "Then you must always stand tall, pray hard, and love with all your heart. That's what makes a real king." As Kasim closed his sleepy eyes, Jalen whispered a prayer over him, asking, "Dear God, please make my son a strongman for your kingdom and the family he will have one day. Give Kasim wisdom. Lord, help Kasim be unshakable concerning all that you tell him he must do and in your word. In Jesus' mighty and powerful name, I pray, Amen." In a world that tries to break men, Jalen's father knows the greatest thing he could give his son was to teach him about faith in God and love. Hopefully, Kasim will stand tall, full of courage, wearing his crown too. Jalen vowed to be the father his son deserved, every single day. This story encourages fathers of all ages to embrace their role as leaders, protectors, and spiritual guides, showing their children that real strength is found in having a strong relationship with God, faith, and love.